Grace and peace, Brother Medina.
And grace and peace be unto you.
Thank you. Same to you.
Thank you very much for that study that touched many things and was comprehensive. And we would like to always remember, as I said in those statements, those shows the logic of a remnant. Those statements I wrote shows the logic of a remnant. There must be a remnant. If you have a people that have the faith that is necessary to face the final crisis, and they are within the periphery of Seventh-day Adventists, they can't be in the other churches that get some. They can't be in the other churches that deny the sanctuary that shows the Seventh-day Sabbath. So it has to be, if a remnant is to exist, that are God's people, it has to be within Seventh-day Adventism. So if within Seventh-day Adventism, there is a people that has the faith that can face the final crisis, since the final crisis is revealed to us by the spirit of prophecy in the Bible, then that people remnant. And that people that has to be the remnant, it is because they keep the commandments of God, and they rarely have prophecy or the spirit of prophecy because they have the faith that deals with the final crisis.
Amen.
Hence the logic of a remnant that must exist within Seventh-day Adventism. And if we fulfill the criteria, then we are the remnant. But if we see we are the remnant, we see it for labor, not for self-glory. We are happy to be the remnant because in that we can deny or continue in self-nullness to love our fellow men with the truth, to bring them to salvation. And we are sure that we will not be deceived because God will show us the truth to help others. So the very purpose for being a remnant within Seventh-day Adventism is structured upon self-nullness. Self-nullness love to our fellow men, to bless them. And if we have those principles, if we have those ideals in our heart, then truly we are the remnant. And the remnant must be Thusia. They must be. They cannot be the beacon of light. They cannot be free SDAs or anything. Because the Bible presents the remnant that pass in the judgment as cutting God's covenant with him to Thusia. So think about a husband and a wife holding the same knife and cutting the wedding cake. The wedding cake is the covenant. So God and us are cutting God's cake, God's covenant. But how do we do that? By self-nullness love. By self-nullness love in us. Self-nullness love is the cutting of the covenant. And that is identified as Thusia. So the remnant has to be Thusia. If not in name, in spirit, in behavior, in preaching, in living. And that is why the name suits that people.
Amen.
And this is the reason why we thank God for making us what we are by his grace. But again, it is for self-nullness service. Thank you very much, my dear, for what you have shown.
Amen, Brother Medina. So some people, right, who would be a part of the church later on, and they don't know about the name Thusia and stuff, they would still be Thusians and experience, although they don't know that they are Thusians.
Oh, they will know because Mr. Bible says God will disclose his people to the world at a certain point in time. They will know. So they will know Thusia.
Oh.
But there will be other people that have the same self-knowledge experience in different countries of the world, even though they do not know us, but most likely they would, and we would all be in harmony and all be in unity, because there'll be no pride and what we call self-ambition that causes division. Because God will have one people united as one.
Amen.
So we may very well expect them to know, and for us all to have the psychological and spiritual unity, which is what our church has. Even in the church building, it's a psychological and spiritual unity, not an organizational unity, even though we are organized. But so we will have that psychological and spiritual unity, we know that for sure. But somebody may be working, let us say, in Nagorno-Karabakh, as part of Azerbaijan, and they may not understand English, they may not know about us, but they will have the same spirit.
Yes.
You see? But in any case, since we have prayed for footholds in all countries, yes, beachheads, which are really footholds in all countries, we most likely they would know about us, because they will point and say that's where we got the original message from, and share it with others. But we will all have the same psychological and spiritual unity, globally speaking. Something such as could only be forged by divinity himself. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much.
Yes. And thank you very much, my dear, for this study.
Amen.
Comprehensive study.
By God's grace.
And may God bless us all.